Asha greetings, a grand rising, a grand day, and peace and goodwill to you all. Once again, my fellow natural, native, earthly humans. Yes, you, the earth's organic humans and soulful humans. You, my fellow humans, with soul. The world over. You don't know that this is yours truly, I, the mystic philosopher. And many thanks for stopping by and giving up your time to listen to another perspective with yours truly, I, the mystic philosopher. And welcome to this part 4 of the continuation of the great big black and white lie exposed, in which my main objectives are as follows. 1, it's to show and prove to you all, my fellow highly melanin and highly carbon skin complexion, natural, native, earthly humans, why we should not and why we must not call ourselves black. 2, why we should not and why we must not pronounce upon ourselves black or allow others to pronounce upon us the word black. And 3, why we should not and why we must not identify with the word black. Why we should not answer to the word black or allow others to call, label, or list and bestow upon us black, such as a black people, a black community, a black nation, even a black business, a black country, or a black race of people, etc. Shouldn't allow it. And by the same token, it is to show and prove to you why we should not and why we must not call or even continue to call, label, list, and bestow upon Caucasian or anyone or any other race, any other melanin deficient human or humankind or human being, why we should not call or label them white. But more on that as we continue. Again, if you haven't seen part 1 through to this now part 4, I ask that you check that you please check them out. They are right here on this channel. Now, back to continue answering question 1. And let me quote again question 1. He said, please explain, the listener, or I know you might listen and send me this question, please explain in more detail why what exactly you mean by black is not equal to white, and why a black man or a black woman can never be equal to a white man or a white woman. Now, there are at least 2 parts to this question. Part A, let me break it down like this. Part A, please explain why black is not equal to white. And part B, please explain why a black man or a black woman can never be equal to a white man or a white woman. Now, the word black, as I told you before, this is not my language, so in order to get to sort of learn more and to find out more about to decode the language, I always have to refer to the dictionaries. So when I consult the English dictionary, namely the Winston Canadian Dictionary for Schools, which is one I use when I went to school here, the first definition of the word black that the dictionary gives, or if you prefer, the first thing that is said about the word black, is that it is an adjective. If you open up the dictionary, you'll see the word ADJ in bracket. It signifies or stands for an adjective. Some spell it out, adjective. And according to the said dictionary, the Winston Canadian Dictionary for Schools, and of course you can Google online to all the other dictionaries, you will get almost the same thing. Maybe not word for word, but the same meaning and definition. According to the said dictionary, the purpose of an adjective is, and I quote from the dictionary, a part of speech expressing quality or condition. A word used to limit or define a noun or a pronoun, unquote. In other words, an adjective, my interpretation and understanding overstanding of this is that an adjective is a word that is used to describe and limit the noun or the pronoun. For example, if I say there is a man standing outside my door, the only information that you, my listeners, can honestly derive from that statement is that a man, aka a male figure of the human species, is standing outside the mystic's door. There is nothing or no word in my statement that described or that can tell you anything about that man or about the man. There is nothing in my statement that can tell you what kind of man is standing at my door. What kind of man is he? Is he a tall man? You don't know that. Is he a short man? Is he an angry man? Is he a calm man? Is he a peaceful man? Is he a madman? Is he a bad man? Is he a good man? Is he a white man? Is he a black man? Etc. Because there is no adjective in my statement, there is no way for you to determine what kind of man is standing at my door. Let me continue. According to the said dictionary, the word black is an adjective that is used to limit, describe, or define the quality, nature, and characteristics of the noun or the pronoun. So what is the definition of the word black that can be used to limit, describe, or define a human, be they man or woman? Back to the dictionary we go, and I quote, black, the color of coal. First, number one, black, given number one, the color of coal. C-O-A-L, coal. Black, the opposite of white. 2, black, almost without light. Black, very dark as a black cellar. 3, black, dismal, meaning dismal as a black sky. Black, threatening. Black, sullen as black looks. Sullen as black looks. 4, black without moral goodness. Black, evil as black deeds. Number 5, black, indicating disgrace as he got a black mark for conduct. 6, black, dark skin as a Negro. 7, black, grimy. Now at this point in the dictionary, the numbering start over. Number 1, black, the color of coal. Black, a black color or dye. 3, black, a Negro, a member of any dark-skinned race. And number 4, black, black clothes, black as in mourning, meaning mourning. Now, this will be the end of this part 4. In the interest of time, this will be the end of this part 4. So please stay tuned for part 5 when and where I will be addressing, commenting, and sharing my perspective on each meaning and definition of the word black, as I've just quote from the dictionary for you, and also the word white. I will continue and I will also continue answering all your questions and more. So stay tuned. I think it's gonna get a little bit more interesting as I delve into all the different definitions. Again, thanks for listening. And I say again, be more and much, much more, and definitely not less. Let no one be less you. Be less you. For I am the mystic philosopher. Ashe, 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 I say.